Alright everyone, tonight I'm going to do a short comparison on this VIM tool set EDM400 extra deep metric sockets 8 through 14 1/4" square drive. I've already done a video on these separately, but I'm going to compare these to the snap-on ones. This particular set right here is 109STMML. This is a snap-on set. This set goes from 7 to 15 millimeter. And we're going to do a little bit of comparison. These are actually 4.5 inches long. I thought they were 5 inches long in my last video, but they're actually 4.5 inches long. And we'll do a little bit of a comparison between the two. This particular set goes from 8, 10, 11, 12, and 14. Skips 13. So what we'll do is we'll pull the 8 out of that set, and we will pull the 8 out of this one. You can see there's a 1/2 inch of difference there. You can see the broaching is a little deeper on the VIM socket versus the snap-on socket. They're about the same size on the hole on the inside there. We will pull the 10 millimeter out. This is one that I ground, and this was really narrow as far as getting a shoulder bolt down in here. We'll pull the 10 out and we'll take a look at the 10 for the snap-on. Once again, you can see there's a 1/2 inch difference there. If we look at the broaching inside, it's already been ground out. It may not be ground out as much as what I ground this socket, but this one is had a larger hole in it than the VIM does before it was modified. This one right here is going to be our 11. This is our 11 snap-on and our 11 VIM. You can obviously see that the hole is bigger on the snap-on one. Even the broaching of the socket is not deep, but you can still see that you can fit a fairly large stud up in there versus this guy over here. If you had a shoulder on that or anything else, it's not going to go any further than that hole. Move on to the 12. You see that snap-on's machine a little bit further down, a larger hole down in there versus the VIM. And last but not least, this 14. Same 1/2 inch difference. If you look at the broaching inside of it, snap-on hole is just a little bit bigger, even though the broaching does not go as deep. I use this set practically every day. I use it for a lot of odds and ends. Use it to take air breathers and stuff like that out, and it's very convenient for that because I don't have to grab an extension or anything else, you know, along those lines. It did not work for what I intended it for. Like I said in my previous video, I actually took a couple Craftsman sockets and I had to modify them myself. You see, this one doesn't go all the way through. Well, this does go all the way through. This one is one that has been ground out. If you look at this one, you see there's a little bit of a taper on the end. I did not grind this one all the way out, but I use this for flush mounted bolts. A lot of times on engine covers on the bottom of the engine, when people hit curves and stuff like that, the bolts get really shallow and you can't get them off. And that's what I use this on. There's a few engine bolts that are extremely shallow, and I use this to get them off so they don't get stripped out or rounded off because the head of it is so shallow. But in comparison of these two side by side, you can see the difference of what I ground out. And that's just to make it to fit over. It's like a matchstick stud that they use to hold the engine covers on. I wish these sets did that as well. I'd be interested in buying another VIM set, you know, if they modified that and they're broached all the way down to where there was no shoulder like there is in these particular ones here. Even weight wise, this socket weighs more than this socket right here, and this socket's taller, so that tells you anything how much more mass is in this socket. I have to weigh it to tell you exactly how much, but there's more mass to this socket here, and it's a 1/2 inch shorter. So all in all, neither one of these are a really bad set. For the price and the money, I think the VIM would be the way to go. If you're looking for a complete pass-through, I don't think you're going to get it on either set. But all in all, these are both nice sets. It's nice that these don't skip any right here, and I've had these long before they came out with a complete set from VIM. And I bought these with the intention, thinking that they would be broached all the way down, and they were not. But this is what you get with the EDM400. It's 5 pieces. Like I said, really good set. If VIM could do anything about this set, I would say it'd be the broaching on the inside of it. And I would say this would probably be a little bit better socket than these snap-on ones here, as far as price goes. These are US made. These right here, made in Taiwan. Not that that's a deal breaker or anything like that. I believe these sockets right now are $96. But I figured I'd do a short review on these and just show you the difference between the two sockets here. There's other manufacturers that do make them. I don't have those particular ones, but this is just a short comparison to see, you know, what you're kind of missing out on if you're wondering if, you know, you should buy this set or that set. All in all, I think VIM makes a really good tool, and it'd probably be the way to go as far as price, because these are close to $500 now. Alright, I'll let you guys form your own opinion. You guys have a good night. Thank you.